So here's a little bit about our squad. Hi, I'm Mary. I'm a product manager. We have Amy. She's also a product manager. Our designers are Clavia and Vandana, and our developers are Kat, Tanya, and Shelly. So here's our product. Our product's name is Spoonful, and it's a website that aids in preventing burnout by incorporating a task planner that utilizes spoon theory for working women in early careers. We were very inspired by spoon theory, which helps our users manage their energy levels, and we'll talk more about that later in the presentation. But overall, our goal was to help our users stay organized with their tasks, manage their energy levels, and maintain a healthy work-life balance to prevent burnout.
So what is burnout? Burnout is mental, physical, and emotional exhaustion from prolonged periods of stress. Some of the causes include work-life imbalance, a lack of social support, and also a lack of control. Symptoms of burnout include cynicism, loneliness, short attention span, lack of energy, and decreased levels of productivity. So now we're going to move on to discuss our research and findings. In terms of our research methods, we mainly focused on brainstorming and how might we questions. We also conducted a survey and did usability testing. And we also created user personas, user story mapping, and a user flow. As for the target user, we mainly wanted to focus on women who are around age 20 to 30 years old and perhaps want to avoid burnout during their tech job. As for the findings, we found during our user research and interviews that users mainly have a goal to have a better work-life balance and want to avoid burnout. The user needs a way to plan their day without exhaustion. Users cannot always easily separate between personal life and work life. Users really did enjoy the assigning spoons, otherwise known as the spoon theory. And last but not least, users only tend to use computers to use elaborate tools or for planning for their work.
Yeah, so to talk more about what our findings found, our solution was to create a tool to combat this burnout by incorporating the spoon theory. So what exactly is spoon theory? So coined by Christine Miserandino, she used it to talk about her chronic illness and energy allocation. So sometimes she would wake up with less energy than before and say, okay, today I've got like 4 spoons. I'm going to use 2 to maybe take a shower and the other 2 to make food. So it's a very great way to think about how you use your energy throughout the day and how you can go ahead and do that in a healthy way. So again, with our product Spoonful, we want to offer a holistic solution that safeguards the well-being of the user by fostering an energy balanced life. And to do this, the user will create tasks and allocate the spoons needed for each task. That way they can keep more of their energy level in check and avoid that burnout that we want to not have it happen to our user.
Yeah, so now I'll move on to discuss how we ended up creating our minimum viable product. So in terms of changes and updates that we may have made since the very beginning, some of the features that we removed include the calendar feature and our mood tracker. While these were great, we decided to restructure our plan due to capabilities within the project scope. So essentially, we don't have a backend, so there isn't a way to exactly save these features. We also put our intentions in the backlog, this mainly because it's distracting and not necessarily a core feature as of now, but we're planning on possibly incorporating it again in Sprint 4. As for the features we wanted to focus on, we really wanted to center it around the spoon theory, of course, and task planning, simply because it ties back to the goal of our product, which is to achieve a healthy work-life balance and energy level management in the tech industry for career starters. Task planning also helps users organize their responsibilities to feel less overwhelmed, and spoon theory adds to this as an extra layer of protection against burnout.
So now we're going to move on to some of our business decisions. So one thing that influenced our product a lot was not having a back end. And so we were thinking, like, how can we compete with our competitors without this? Our solution was to store our data locally on the browser. And because of this, we can market ourselves as a safer alternative to other competitors. We also wanted to focus on prioritizing spoon theory. After looking at other task planning products, not many of them include a way to manage your energy levels or spoon theory. So this was a good way for us to differentiate ourselves. And when deciding on who we wanted our target market to be, we focused on working women in early careers because we found that women suffer from higher rates of burnout than men, and that statistic increases when you combine the rates of burnout in early careers.
All right, so now on to the more tech side of our products. For our tech stack, we used React and Vite with JavaScript, Tailwind CSS, and other libraries such as Material UI to style our components. And again, like mentioned before, we're going to do our data storage on that local storage. And on to Cat. Oh, actually, no, the Sprint. All right, so again, for Sprint 1, we wanted to mostly focus on building most of those layouts and core functionality. So again, we approached it with a mobile-first approach, and we wanted to really key into adding and removing those tasks without using a backend. And now on to Kat with the demo.
Does everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So hi, today we're gonna follow our user Ella while she's adding some tasks to her list. So this is the first screen Ella sees when she logs to our website. So here will be where the tasks will be displayed for now because there are no tasks saved, as we can see here. We see that placeholder. So the most visible element here is the Add Task button. So our user knows that by clicking here, they can add the task. And as you can see, the Add button for now is disabled because the field where the user puts the name of the task has to be filled. So let's do eat breakfast. Okay, and here we dynamically are showing how much spoons are available after they type them here. So if the user will decide to go over, they'll get the prompt, which will tell them that they don't have enough spoons. And here we have the negative number showed in red. So let's add 2 spoons. And as we can see, the spoons are, the task is added to our list where user can easily check it if the task is done, or if they decide that they don't want to do the task anymore, they can click X and the task is completely removed. Okay, so that will be it with that demo.
And so now we're going to talk about some of the future priorities. So one thing we're adding is priority levels to each task of high, medium, or low. We're also going to have color sticks to each priority so the higher ones stand out. And we're also going to allow edit and delete to each task. And then we might bring back intention of the day. And then, yeah. Any questions?